So it behooves me to talk about this run up in Bitcoin because I've followed it for many, many years. And a lot of people come to me and ask me, what do you think it's going to do? Especially, newer folks come in and they want to know, where's this going to go? How much money should I put into it? And how rich am I going to be? Well, I don't have the answer for that. I always take a very I don't know approach to where price is going to go. I'm not going to sit here and dazzle people with Fibonacci extensions and whatever super smart reasons why it's going to go up there. I will say this, though, there's a very high probability it's going to get to the high. It's going to test this high because everybody's looking at it. That's where price wants to go. When it has this much momentum and it's this close to such a key, obvious level, that's where it's going to go. Who's going to fade this move until it gets there? It's rather obvious. So you can take a trade now up to that high. But then the question is, what does it do? Well, we're going to look at price action that actually happened very, very recently in something very, very similar to Bitcoin. The thing that people used to buy as a hedge against inflation, gold. Let's look at that because this just happened. So let's look at gold. On the left here is Bitcoin on the monthly chart. This right here, I've actually done to make it a little bit clearer, gold on a quarterly 3-month chart. And there's variations here, but the same exact thing happened in gold just a few months ago. We got up to the all-time high of gold, which was set in 2011, and then we pierced above it. We broke that all-time high. Now, it became, again, obvious, rather obvious to me, that we were going to get to that high sometime around June because this is what it was basically looking like. We had a lot of momentum going up to an obvious level. And I posted this in the chats that, this is where it's going to go to. I didn't necessarily like the reward to risk. Some people can jump in and play there. I didn't like that there was that much left to go to make this like an investment. But it went eventually. Let me jump through here and we'll see what happened. This is exactly the same kind of run that you're probably seeing. Comes up to the high, respects it just a little bit, gets up there, hesitates, boom. Now, this is very likely what you're going to see Bitcoin do if and when it gets up to that high. It's going to make a bar that looks like this. And a lot of people, a lot of foolish people, are going to jump right in thinking that this is a breakout. And they would be very, very foolish. You have to wait for confirmation. We're talking about a monthly chart here. That means that you don't, at this point, don't be going down to your 1 hour looking for confirmation. Don't be going to even your daily waiting for confirmation. Be patient. You may miss a little bit of the move, but you need to wait for the monthly bar to close above that level. I'll say it again. Wait for the monthly bar to close above the all-time high for you to consider it valid. Because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of FOMO, and then you're going to see something like this happen. Now, one thing that stuck out to me when this was going on in gold was the arrogance of the gold bugs out there, the Peter Schiffs. Oh, they were living high on the hog, thinking that finally they were the geniuses and the dollar was going to fail, yada, yada, yada. Well, now it's just it's there, it's high, but it didn't break the all-time high. And the people that bought in there, and they're not doing too well. So you need to think about that as Bitcoin makes its run up to the high. Take a look at this and understand why it's important to wait for confirmation of that break. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck holding the bag, looking even worse than the people that bought out the high back in 2017. So play it smart, wait for the confirmation, and you'll be okay. So that's my message to you guys. Good luck trading. We'll see you in the next video.